Hi everyone, I'm Tracy Blehm with Tracy Blehm Coaching and the Ignite Your Liz Systems. And in today's Spark, I want to talk about, are your bad habits decimating your future joy? Now, you've probably heard this before and from other people or whatever, but I'd like to give you my spin on it in relation to business and how it is, especially as women entrepreneurs, how it can kind of screw us over, these bad habits. And when we have these bad habits, it's kind of like running around a house that's already on fire and pouring gasoline on everything. They kind of amplify the stuff that's not working for us. It amplifies all our struggles and frustrations when we have poor habits that are creating it. So let me give you some examples. Some examples would be not looking at our numbers. So by not looking at our numbers, what it affects is it affects how we hire, it affects how we give pay raises, it affects large purchases, small purchases, being able to pay ourselves. And so not knowing those numbers creates a bit of rub, a bit of irritation, so that we're always having money issues. We are always struggling with money, frustrated with money. And so that then kind of steals our joy, and it steals our ability to create joy as we go, that future joy. Another example of bad habits is the bad habit of not using the same system. And that can be everything from how you hire to how you onboard to how you reprimand for poor behavior, how you reward for great behavior, and how you let people go, and how you handle it when people leave you. By not having those systems, that not only affects the profit in your business, it affects the relationships you have with the people in your business, and then taking home those grumbles then affects your relationships outside of business. So you can see how that one bad habit of not systematizing, can bleed into everything else that you've got on the go. Another bad habit of not having set business hours for yourself as the entrepreneur also means that it's going to bleed over into workaholism. It can bleed over into damaging your relationships because you're not fully present, you're not fully there. It can affect your health because you're not spending time on you and looking after you, which all of that ultimately affects profits. All of that ultimately affects how happy you are, your sense of fulfillment. So being a workaholic and no set business hours, that's another bad habit that steals our future. So let me give you some clearings. And if this is your first video with us, what clearings do is it helps kind of pull out the mindsets that are keeping us stuck. Pull them out and get rid of them very easily. I like to say they're like reverse affirmations, kind of pull out the gunk. And so what happens is I'll say a statement, and in your mind or out loud you go, yes, I agree with that, or yes, I want to clear that if I have it, because sometimes we don't realize we have it and it's playing in the background. And then I say a little statement, which is de-story, delete, dissipate, release, untangle, unwind. Combination of there. Sometimes I mix those around. And what that does, it kind of removes it for you. Now, if it's something that's been prevalent and it's your pattern and you've had it for a long time, I highly recommend writing down that clearing statement, saying it multiple times, record it on your phone, play it on a loop in the background as you're working, so it really starts to kind of remove that from your mindset, so you can empower yourself to make habits that create joy, habits that create health, habits that create wealth, and all that other good stuff that we all desire unique to us. So let's do a few clearings. So everywhere I'm continuing to do the things that make me unhappy because I think I don't know any other way, I de-story, delete, untangle, unwind, dissipate, and release. And everywhere I'm choosing these bad habits as a way to ensure that I never get wealthy and I never have joy and I never have fulfillment. I de-story, delete, untangle, unwind, dissipate, and release. And let's do one more. And everywhere I have not been choosing to go out and get the knowledge and the tools and the systems that would actually create joy for me as a way of staying with the masses so I can grumble, bitch, and complain, I de-story, delete, untangle, unwind, dissipate, and release. So there you have it. If you need more help, I'd highly recommend booking in for a focus clarity consultation with me. It's 30 minutes. It's free. We get behind your challenges. We figure out what's holding you back, get you your next 3 steps to move forward in your business, and of course to see if working together would be a fit. If not, it's okay, we could still be friends. That baby's free. It's listed below in the comments. Would love to see you there. If not, I will see you in the next Spark. Cheers!